Okay, so let me pull up these questions for you. And these were submitted by some people from my Instagram, which is Matthew Francis J, and some from yours. Let's say mostly from yours, Major Traeger.
Yeah, Major Traeger. Which, funny story, people always ask me why.
Oh yeah, let us know. Why Major Traeger?
Major Traeger. Fun fact, I don't think I've told this before, but I know. In college, I was obsessed with Major Lazer, the artist group.
I don't have no idea who they are.
They're like an electronic dance hall group.
Okay.
And I love to dance, and so I just loved Major Lazer so much, because they always say Major Lazer, and one of my friends said Major Traeger, and I was like, oh my god, because it was perfect. So I changed my Instagram immediately, and it's been like that ever since. And maybe I should change it to Alix or something. But then I was like, no,
it fits your personality.
I'm Major Traeger.
It fits your personality. Yeah. It's very you. You're Major.
I'm Major Traeger.
Yeah. Do you still follow the band? Are you still into them?
I mean, I'm not as obsessed as I was. I saw them at Coachella actually, which was so fun because it was a throwback. But no, now it's just kind of like me.
Yeah.
Major.
I like it. Okay, so here's some questions.
Okay, have a sip of wine before this.
Yeah, you might need it.
Hopefully you weed out some of the bad questions.
So let's start off easy with food, okay? So what are your favorite dishes to cook?
That's hard to say because I'm whenever someone says what can you cook? It's I can cook anything because I just like to cook.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess for myself, I try to remain pretty healthy when I cook for myself because I feel like in the food industry, I'm sure you know, you're around food and you eat a lot of food all day. So I feel like I have to, when I'm cooking for myself, have to kind of tone it down.
Yeah.
And I'm also all about just easy meals, especially when you're cooking all day. You're just for me, I just want to get something done. Yeah. So I do a lot of semi-homemade stuff. Yeah. I'm obsessed with Trader Joe's. I think everything that they make is just so fantastic. So cauliflower rice that they have already done. So I'll do a stir fry with that, chicken, or I'll make myself steak.
Yeah.
A lot of high protein. I do a lot of meat.
We eat kind of similar. A lot of we eat both a lot of meat and a lot of veggies.
Veggies, yeah. Meat and veggies. I'm that's where you kind of keep it balanced.
Yeah.
But nothing like you, Matthew. He literally will whip something up for lunch.
Yeah.
With scraps. I'm just where did this even come from?
Who inspires you? Is there a certain person out there who's your idol?
I know this is so overdone, but I love Oprah so much. She's so inspiring. You can't deny it. She's so inspiring. She knows exactly how to speak. She knows how to speak, but she knows what to say in every situation, just like that. And she's so insightful and
she's so calm and collected,
and just also just loves bread and food, and I love that about her. And she's funny and just lives her own life, and I don't know, I just love her so much. But my mom and my aunts, as a unit, I love them so much. They're, they've been such a big part of my life. Specifically, my Aunt Pam, who is a chef and was a huge inspiration to me growing up. And we always joke that we're the same person.
Oh, cute.
All of my aunts, they all are just hilarious and crazy and loud, but also just very strong women.
Yeah, I can see
who
that.
I've always looked up to because they do what they want and they don't take anything. Can I swear?
Yeah,
bullshit.
Yeah. I think
they
we'll
don't take any beep.
You can say it. Bullshit.
Yeah. And they are all this unit of strong women, sisters, just amazing people, and they inspire me every day.
I like that.
Love them.
For you, what are deal breakers in a relationship?
Whew. Okay. So.
Because we've had some private conversations. In general, what are your thoughts?
Deal breaker. It's hard to think of a deal breaker versus what I am looking for.
Well, start there. What are you looking for?
I guess maybe that means I'm more of a positive person. I don't really think of glass full instead of. No, I think a deal breaker would be, well, first, if someone's just a jerk.
Yeah.
Or if someone's conservative.
Kind of fair.
No, if someone's a jerk, if someone makes me feel inadequate in any way.
That's a good one.
Or less than, it's all one-sided, and I'm the one putting in all the effort. It's such a turnoff because I've done that before, and I have so much to give, and I know that about myself, and I want to give it, but it bites me in the butt because when you give, people, I think it's just kind of natural to take.
Yeah.
And yeah, you live and you learn, but like I think at some point you realize like you just don't have anything more to give, and it depletes you as a person. And I think like now I'm more aware of that, and I try to, you know, cap myself. But yeah, I don't know. So those are big deal breakers just because I've like had to deal with those issues a lot in the past. Oh, this is the big one. Here's the big one. Here's the big one. I realized. Like I know I'm a person who's a lot. And I know that about myself. But anyone who tries to change me and tries to dim my light, is that a way to say
definitely.
it? I've been with so many people who say like, be a little bit quieter, like do a little bit less, like, and it turns out it in turn makes me feel like they're embarrassed of me.
Yeah.
And I want to be exactly who I am, and I do not change myself for anyone. So it's like immediately if someone starts to say like, oh, like just do less or like do it, like I'm like, nah, like
Good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I've always tried to operate as like exactly who I am in all facets of my life, and I think it should be no different in dating. Because
if they are trying to dim your light, right, then they're not really like in love or
with me.
with you.
Yeah, exactly. If they want to change who I am, then it's
find
not
someone else.
Me. I need to find someone else. And it's hard. I mean, because specifically for me, I know I'm a lot. And I know it's going to take maybe a minute for me to find someone who can handle all of this. Because it's a lot.
But then they, if they can handle you, then they earned you. You know what I mean? Like, and
that's a good one.
Yeah, and it's like, and you should wait for someone who's willing to do that.
For sure. Yeah. And like, I've been in relationships where I have change. You're not developing a relationship with someone as your true self.
Yeah.
And so it will never work.
No, never.
And maybe in the moment it feels good, but it will never, you have to think of the long term, which is hard for me because I'm like, live in the moment. Yeah, this feels so good. Like I want it to last.
We're
but
both
like,
Aries like that.
Yeah, but then you gotta be like,
hold out for the long haul.
Yeah, you think, I'm not good about thinking about long term, but you need to think about long term.
But that's a good deal breaker. It's like yes, and they should be into you as a person.
Exactly.
What would you like to be known for?
Oh man, you know, I couldn't have answered this question maybe even a year ago, but I do, at least right now, maybe this will change. I love how people respond to me being goofy and not taking life too seriously and laughing a lot at a lot of like things and randomly maybe I shouldn't be laughing at, but like I've always just been this way. And some people are like always ask me like, how are you so happy all the time? Why are you so happy? I'm not happy all the time. Like I'm human. I experience human emotions and I'm sad sometimes, but I think like I really try to remain pretty positive and I try to laugh through hard times. But being on camera, which is something I didn't really know I was ever gonna do. Yeah. And I've tried to remain like exactly myself on camera. I didn't even expect people to be like, wow, this girl laughs a lot. And whether they're saying that as like, why is this girl laughing so much? Or like, oh my God, Alex is laughing all the time. I love that people hold on to that because if I can just brighten anyone's day who's having a hard time or who's sad or just needs a break from life or just wants to laugh or anything, like I feel like that is all I've asked for.
So you want to be known for just like bringing joy.
Yeah. Like, you know, and whether that's through food, which I love too, and I love sharing that, but like there's so much more that I love too. Like food is definitely my main thing, but like travel and, you know, like fashion and beauty and fun and like lifestyle and vlogging and whatever, like I want to do it all. And if I can just bring joy through any of those like platforms or mediums or whatever, that's all I can do.
Well, you're already doing it, so it's like,
I hope so.
Yeah, I just think it's just now this is a whole larger conversation, but like you're on a path where like you're doing what you want, you're figuring out what you don't want, which is important, and I think that just leads you to more joy, which is exciting.
I hope so. Maybe people are laughing at me, maybe they're laughing with me.
I don't think so.
No, but like genuinely, if they're laughing at me, I'm fine with it too, as long as people are laughing. Like I love it.
Yeah. Well, one thing like we always say, like all of Alix's friends, like a lot of times you can like hear her voice and her laugh enter the room before she enters the room.
Yeah. I know. My voice really carries through everything. I get yelled at a lot for being too loud. My voice has dropped like 3 octaves.
Is it? Yeah, it's deeper.
It's deeper because I think I talk so much and I'm so loud and it's like getting raspier. People are like meet me and they're like, wow, your voice is so raspy. And I'm like, didn't used to be.
Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
Oh, Lord, I don't know. I literally don't know, but I'm okay with not knowing.
I think that's better.
Yeah.
Like, I think because I'm someone that gets like debilitated with options.
Yeah.
And I get like, I feel like I have to plan something, but I think it in a lot of ways holds me back.
Yeah.
It's like I wish I could be more like that, and
No,
so you just like go with life.
I'm very much a go with lifer. I'm very much spontaneous. I make big, crazy decisions in an instant. And I'll be like, once it's in my head, there's no going back and I have to do it. I guess, backstory, when I was 16, I decided I want to move to Australia. When I was 16,
Wow, okay.
So I, like, talked to my high school, about letting me transfer credits to Australia. And I moved for a semester.
Wow.
And I figured it out myself. Like, there was no program at my school. I just wanted to do it. And I think that... I mean, I've always been kind of like impulsive and crazy
and you're very self-starter. You're very much a fan of your own thing.
My parents have always been so supportive. If they're watching this, they are probably watching. They watch literally everything I do.
Oh, do they really?
Every single thing. Sometimes I'm like, how did you find this?
My parents could not care less.
Oh, no. They like literally watch everything, which I, sometimes I'm like, oh, don't watch that. But like they do. But yeah, no, they've always been so supportive of me. And so when I came to them after I graduated and I said like, hey, I want to move to Sweden, they were like, they weren't even surprised. They're like, okay, like, if you want to figure it out, sure. Yeah. And so I did. And I genuinely do not believe that I would be where I am today if I hadn't made those crazy decisions, because they were always decisions that were based on my instincts and my gut.
Yeah.
Like, always. And I am making a lot of big decisions lately, and I'm still, like, sticking with my gut.
Yes.
And sometimes, like, when you grow up, you question that.
Yeah.
That's why kids are so fun and cool and crazy and, do what they want, because they don't question
their gut. Whenever you make a decision that's on your own gut, even if you falter, you make a mistake, you never regret those decisions. You only ever regret things in life when they weren't your choice.
Didn't. Yeah. And I know that, like, exactly what you said. Like, if I look back and this was the one time I didn't trust my gut, I would so regret it. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, you fail or you fall or you make a mistake, but, like, that's what life's about. Yeah. And, like, at the end of the day, if you're doing what you think you need to do, if you're doing what serves you or what is right for you, then that's all you can do in life.
All you can do.
Yeah.
So in 5-10 years, your answer can just be, you'll see.
For sure. Yeah. And that's why I'm like, I'm totally fine with not knowing where I am in 5 and 10 years. I can't even tell you where I'm going to be in 6 months. Like, I literally can't tell you. And I'm fine with it.
Amazing. To me, that's inspiring, actually.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, well then, thank you for answering all the questions.
Now it's time to eat. I'm so excited.
Time to eat. Thank you for watching. I'm Matthew Francis, and I'll see you soon. Real soon if you click one of the links, because there's more to watch. Okay, that's it. Bye.